Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Keshawn and thank you so much for clicking on this video today. You already know your girl is back with another video based on the title. You know exactly what I'm about to talk about. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Keshawn with 3 E's. But y'all already know. Without further ado, let's hop right into the story time. Let's go. Alright y'all, so boom, y'all know exactly how I like to start my story times off, okay? I look real bald, but y'all know I just got some little braids in my hair, you know what I'm saying, you know. But anyway, let me tell y'all about this time. Okay? I hope y'all enjoyed February, Black History Month, and the little Black History facts that I was doing. But yes, we're going to get into something else, okay? So, I met this boy, right? We're going to call this boy James. I met this boy James. I literally forgot where I met him at, but knowing me, it probably was at like a party or when I went out, or like, you know, during the summer when you out walking around, you kind of just meet people. So I don't really remember how I met James, but I just remember that we was talking. So we was talking or whatever. Me and James hit it off. He was really cool. Like, the vibes was good. And I'm going to just speed past him a little bit more so we can get to, you know, the bread and butter. So, but anyway, so I met James. Me and him was kicking it for a little bit. Like, we would hang out, you know, during the summertime. It's very important that I say it's the summertime, because, you know, in the summer, you out every single day. And you might do the same things with the same people every day. Y'all might just meet up, hang out, kick it, ride around, go downtown, go out to eat. Like, it'd be the same stuff. So, at some point, me and James started hanging out. Like, once we met, we was talking on the phone for a couple months. But once we actually linked up again, ever since that first link up, we kept linking up like literally every day. And I feel like it literally was every day, and the only time we probably skip a day was probably literally like 1 or 2 days. But I was definitely seeing him at least 5 times out the week, right? And that's because it's summertime. Like, yeah, I got a job, but once I get off of work, I'm going straight. Like, y'all know, especially, I told y'all I used to work mornings. So when you get off work at 5 and it's summertime, you hit up everybody like, what we doing today? What's on the floor? What's going on? Even if it's a Tuesday, it don't matter what it is. Like, Tuesday, Wednesday, we still going out. So I was always with James. So every time I would link with James, it's like my homegirl will call me when I get off of work, and James will call. So I will always tell my homegirl, like, oh, I'm about to link with James. And James be like, what you about to do? You going with your homegirl? And I'd be like, yeah. But he'd be like, I'll come with. Like, I'll come pull up on y'all, whatever. Bring my homeboy. So every time I would see James, it kind of was more so with my friends, like my group. Like, if we went to Shauna House, sometimes we'll go to Shauna House and be in the backyard and stuff like that. So every time I was with James, it was more so with my people. And he'd just bring a friend, right? Pay attention to that. I never really went to go chill at James' house or with James' people or like in James' hood. I never did that. He always came to me, right, and my people. Or if we didn't go to like my people's house or whatever, we would meet at a restaurant, have dinner, or go to the movies, or just like meet at the park. We would always pull up at the park and just be sitting there drinking and having a good time, right? So that's James. So like I said, me and James, we was getting really close. We was getting real cool. Now, I really like James, but the only thing about James that I just cannot stand is I hate hotheads. And I hate hotheads that's like easily triggered, and then it's hard to calm them down. That was James. He did not get mad often, but when he get mad, it was like it was almost too much. Like, you know, and it'll be over little things. Like, I remember we literally was talking about the roles that women and men should do. Like, we were just having a general conversation about, you know, if women should cook and clean, or this and that, like whatever. We was just talking about that. So you already know, we just having in my eyes, I'm just having a discussion with him because I'm trying to figure out where his head is at. And he telling me, mind you, we with one of his friends and with my homegirl, and he telling me his friend, you know, his friend was saying something about the little 50-50 thing. But you know, at that point, we wasn't really saying 50-50. It was just something like, he was saying, if he gonna work, his girl gonna work, da-da-da. James feel like he the breadwinner, he gonna make all the money, the woman shouldn't work, whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool, like y'all got difference of opinions, but my thing is, okay, if y'all agree, if y'all disagree, who cares? Y'all gonna have 2 different type of women. You know, when we all was talking about it, I just asked him, like, so are you saying your woman don't have to work, or are you saying she can't work? Because, you know, it's a difference between somebody saying like, you ain't gotta work if you don't want to, you can take care of the kids, or saying like, you just can't work at all. Because that's what James was giving. And he was like,
no, my woman can't work at all. Like I'm the man. Like what I look like letting my woman work and go to a job at 9 to 5. I'm supposed to pay the bills.
And I was like, I'm trying to feel where he coming from. Like, I understand you want to be the man in the house, but like, you're not about to tell me I can't work. And I know to a lot of y'all might feel like, oh, I would love a man to tell me I ain't gotta work. Again, it's a difference if he said I didn't have to work, but you telling me I can't. I feel like at the way he was saying it and the aggression, it was giving controlling to me. So when we were just we mind you, we having a regular discussion, nobody getting heated or nothing. We're just literally talking. Like the boy, his friend saying no 50-50. He's saying no, only he can work. And when he asked me, I'm saying like, that's fine, I don't have to work, but if I want to, I should be able to. But he telling me that I can't work. So we all just talking. He's getting mad. Like, he like,
that don't make no sense. Like, Kay, what are you talking about? Like, if I'm supposed to be your man, ain't the man supposed to lead?
So I'm like, yeah, but I should be able to work if I want to, because what if I don't have no kids? Like, what if we in a house and we don't have no kids? I'm just at home. That might sound fun to a lot of y'all, but like, I don't know how to sit still, y'all. Well, I do. I know how to be lazy. Look, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how to not make my own money. Like, I'm not in that space in my head where I feel like I'm not gonna work at all. Again, that sounds good because I have a lot of homegirls that be like, I would love to be a stay-at-home mom and stuff like that, but I don't know how to not make no money, even if I'm making money from home like how I am now. I gotta be able to make some money. So for you to tell me I don't need to have no job at all, I feel like you trying to be controlling and you want me to rely on you for if I need to just get my nails done. I gotta come to you for money. You don't want me to make no money at all, even if I'm making money from my home. You telling me I shouldn't have no job at all? I feel like that's too controlling. So that was the whole conversation, whatever. So I'm telling him like, calm down, like it's good, like, you know, we just talking, because he was getting up. Mind you, y'all know the thing that you kind of like the spin thing, whatever, that's at the park. I forgot what the little thing is called. We kind of sitting on there, so we just talking. So I'm telling him like, calm down, like it's not a big of a deal. And we in this park we was at, it's not like a kids park. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. I don't really know, but whatever. But when I said that, I'm like, no, I'm gonna always make my own money. Like, I don't feel comfortable not making money. And he's like,
oh my God, I see you gonna be one of them hard-headed ass little girls that don't like to listen. They don't ever want to listen. Like, I'm your man, I'm telling you, I got you, I'm gonna take care of you. You don't believe me?
and I'm like, James, calm down. Like, relax. I'm like, I never said I didn't believe you. I'm just saying, like, what's wrong with me making my own money? And I'm trying to giggle with it and, like, laugh a little bit with it. But he getting mad, y'all. So he's standing up and he just all like,
that's dumb, bro. No, you don't make no sense. Because why? What kind of nigga is you? I don't want no niggas around me that believe in that 50-50, whatever.
He going in on his homeboy. So that's what I mean by like a hot head. Like, he just got too serious, too quick. And we all just sitting there like, James, chill, bro. We just having a conversation. We can agree to disagree. Like, it's really not that serious. It's no reason for you to be getting pumped up the way you getting pumped up. And he's like, nah, bro, man, nah. And he ended up walking away from us, y'all, to go sit in the car. So I was sitting over there with my homegirl still and James' friend. I'm like, why are you doing all of that? Like, you know, you ever get so turned off by somebody because it's just like, we having a general conversation. It's no need for you to get so passionate and so mad about it to the point you walk off and you go sit in the car. So, you know, I'm looking at James' friend. I'm gonna just call him bro. I'm like, bro, go talk to your man. It's like, why he on that? And he looking at me like, nah, that nigga is tripping. You go talk to him, whatever. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Let me go get in the car and talk to him. So I go in the car or whatever, and I was just like, but I'm like, let's just talk about something else. Like, it's really not that serious. It was just a random conversation. Like, it's cool. Let's just finish, you know, kicking and having a good time. And he like,
nah, man, because I'm just feeling like you don't really even trust me for real. Because if I tell you I got you and I'm going to take care of all the bills, what you need to work for?
So I'm like, okay, James, like, I feel what you're saying. I'm just agreeing because I'm just like trying to keep the peace or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, I get what you're saying now. Like, I see what you mean. In the back of my head, I'm thinking like, I don't got to worry about it because we never going to get that far because you already showed your kind of like your true colors. So I'm never going to even be in that position with you. So I really don't care. So I'm just agreeing just to get him to calm down because it's like, what you so heated about? So when I said that, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see where you're coming from now. I get it, whatever. He like,
nah, but you don't, because if you got it, you would have said that shit over there, but you was acting like it didn't make sense. Like, I don't like that.
And I'm like, I never said it didn't make sense. I'm just telling you what I believe. If you telling me what you believe, I'm feeling like, why I can't tell you what I believe? Like, we don't have to have the same beliefs. He like,
Nah, but we do. Like, if you gonna be my girl, like, we gotta be on the same page. We gotta be one in accord. Like, nah, we really do.
I'm like, James, we don't gotta have the same beliefs in everything. That some stuff, of course, you do. And I talked about this before. I forgot if it was on a talk about it Thursday on a live. Like, I do think we need to be on the same page because I told you I had a family member who, she kind of rushed into having a family with this guy, and they never really sat down and had a real conversation. And if they did, she would have known that he don't celebrate holidays, but of course my family member do. So when Christmas and stuff come around, she be mad because he's not into that type of stuff, and he don't want to raise their kids into that type of stuff, but she do. So now they butt heads all the time. Because, and if y'all see one hand, y'all, I have a nail appointment. This hand came off so easily, except this one right here. This whole hand is still long, y'all, so that's why it's different. But anyways, yeah, so they bump heads a lot because they never had a conversation before they just end up having kids or get married. That's why it's so important, y'all. Before you do anything drastic with a significant other, whether it's get married, have kids, move in, have those basic conversations. Let them know, do you believe in God? Do you celebrate holidays? All your deal breakers, ask them about. Don't just assume everybody is like you. Don't assume everybody believe in God like you, and then you find an atheist. Now you sitting here mad because you didn't ask the proper questions. Ask. But anyway, so he all saying stuff like that. So I'm just like, listen, we don't, certain stuff we should agree on. Like if it's something as drastic as if we celebrate holidays, but every little thing we don't have to agree on. We don't have to agree on the smallest thing. Like you want me to work from, you want me to not have no job, and I want to work. Now, like I said, I was only saying this because I knew we was never gonna get that far anyway. So I wasn't really tripping on it because I'm like, yeah, you're too crazy. I'm good. So he telling me like, yeah, we do need to agree on everything. Like we need to be on one accord and all of that. So I'm just thinking like, okay, James. So at this point, I'm just like kind of feeding his ego just because I want to enjoy the rest of the day. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense. Like, okay. And he keep trying to fight with me. Like,
You keep saying it makes sense, but if it made sense, you would have been said it made sense. Now you only trying to say it now, so it's just not really making sense to me.
so I'm just like, oh my God. I'm like, James, so I said, it makes sense to me now because you just broke it down. So like, now I understand what you're saying. He like,
Nah, but I broke it down over there, so you should have been understood.
just trying to go back and forth. So I'm trying to dead the argument, but he's still trying to just go back and forth with me. So I'm like, well, James, what would you like me to do? What is it that you want me to do, James? Like, I don't know what you want from me. So I'm like, so what you want to do? Go home? Like, you don't want to finish having a good time or what? And he like,
I don't know, like that shit just really pissed me off. Like, come on now, like I was really rocking with you, but if we're not on the same page, bro, I don't know.
so I'm just like, ugh. He sleep, Dash is sleep. He having a dream. So I'm just like, okay, whatever. So I was about to walk away. And he like,
Come here, just get in the car real quick.
so I got in with him, and I'm like, I thought we was having a good time. I'm like, you doing too much. You just doing a lot. He like,
Bro, I just told you I'm not mad, so stop saying that. I just want to make sure me and you was on the same page. You say we is, so it's good.
so I'm like, okay, right. So let's get out. Like, you in here tripping. So it's like as soon as I said you in here tripping, he banged on the hood, the dashboard of his car. He like,
Bro, didn't I just say I wasn't tripping? Why you keep saying I'm mad?
I said, oh, let me check up the deuces, baby, because you're fucking crazy. Like, fuck. I'm like, oh yeah, James, let me head up out of here, baby. You can go ahead and take me home because one thing about it, two things for sure. You're not about to be wilding out on me. And you ain't hit me, but you banging on the dashboard and you this mad. Y'all gotta remember, you're this mad about a conversation about if somebody should work, if they shouldn't, if they should have it. Whatever it is, you're this mad that you're in here banging on the dashboard of your car. No. So it's like at that point, all the likeness that I have for him, because he was a cool dude. Like I said, we've been hanging out, we've been having a good time. I haven't really seen him like this. And it's like everything that I kind of liked about him went right out that window that I was next to. Because I'm sitting here thinking like, you get too heated quick. And mind you, that's just one example of like multiple occasions. It'll be like the littlest things that we have a discussion about, or like we all will be in a group talking about, and if you don't agree with him, it's like he get mad, he all hawky, oh my God, like he do all that. And I used to be like, you know what, you got so many pros, you got so many good things about you, but that one bad thing kind of outweighs all of the good things because it overshadow it, because you're angry, you're mad, you're pissed. And it started making me started getting annoyed by him because I just was looking like, why you get so mad about mediocre stuff? It was this other time, y'all. We went to the strip club. If y'all don't know, I hate the strip club. It's not the people that work there. It's just, I think my strip clubs here in the city, because you go there and they don't want you to dance. And I understand they have dancers there, but it's like, if I'm drinking, I'm feeling the vibes, I should be able to get up and dance a little bit. It's like, they don't want you to dance because they got dancers there. And it's like, what I'm supposed to do? Just literally sit here and throw money? That's not a good time for me. So it's like, I respect y'all and what y'all do, but I don't really like strip clubs, but I went because, James invited me out. His homeboy had a birthday up there, whatever, so he invited me out. So, mind you, James is the type, too, that, like, his homeboy had a birthday party up there, so he ended up getting a booth. Like, instead of us just going in the booth for him, James wanted to get his own booth next to him, which is fine because it was a lot of people at his homeboy booth, but it was just like, whatever. So it was a lot of people over there. So James like, we gonna get the booth next to you. So we get the booth next to him, and mind you, I come with my homegirl because he had a couple friends with him, so I come with a couple of my homegirls. So we fill out the booth. So it's the booth is filled out a lot. We got hookah, we got food, we got bottles, whatever. So we started drinking. So, okay, listen. I'm never one to act like I don't do nothing wrong or I'm not in the wrong or stuff, but it was like, when you get a booth, sometimes you sit up here, like at the top of the booth. You don't really sit on the couch like how I'm sitting down. You'll sit up here. So I'm sitting up here. So him and the birthday boy over there, they all, they rapping to some song, but they looking at each other like, bro, dapping each other, all of that. So one girl had got out the booth with them because it was too crowded, and she came and she was like, she had asked James homeboy, like, can I just sit here? So James was like, yeah, because he knew they was with the birthday boy booth, and we had more room in our booth than them because he the birthday boy. So of course everybody went to his booth. We was the only ones that was in our booth. So James homeboy said that the girl can sit there. So cool. While we're drinking and stuff, because she's sitting there, everybody about to do a cheers, I poured her a cup. Now for me, I'm not thinking nothing of it because I'm like, either she gonna drink this liquor or that liquor. It was just one shot, but whatever. I ain't about a liquor, so maybe I need to ask. I don't know, but I didn't think it was a big deal because I'm like, we all pouring up shots. Y'all told the girl that she could sit in here. We were supposed to drink without her or like leave her out, and then it's one shot, y'all. It ain't like I'm pouring her multiple. It's just that when the birthday boy said let's do a toast, she was right there in our booth. So instead of like the 5 or 6 cups that I poured, I added a 7th and I poured her a shot. We all cheers. We all taking a shot. We having a good time. We all, making faces and stuff, putting the cup down. We back to dancing. So James had tapped me. So, I'm looking like, well, I'm still like turning up to the music, but I'm leaned over, so he could say something in my ear. So he had told me, he like,
stop moving.
So I'm like, okay. And mind you, I wasn't all like this moving, but I was just like a little, I'm like, I'm listening, but I'm still moving. So he told me stop moving. So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, what? He like,
why would you get that girl a shot of our liquor?
I'm like, huh? Mind you, because the music loud. So I'm like, what? I lean closer. He like,
why did you get that girl a shot of our liquor? Like, I don't know her.
So, I'm just like, oh, my bad. Y'all said she could sit here. So I thought like y'all knew her or it was cool. Like, now mind you, like I said, whether y'all think I was right or wrong for giving out our liquor, and by our liquor, James of course did pay for the bottle, but it's for all of us. But whether you think I'm right or wrong for giving a shot out, my thing is, all you have to do is tell me like, yeah, don't get her no more liquor, or don't give out no more our liquor, don't give out no shots. Cool, and I want to give it out. But this is what he did. He got mad. He like, come here, let me talk to you. I'm already feeling like a fucking kid because why are you pulling me away from the booth to talk to me? Like, you already said what you said about the shot. So, cool. It's no need to talk to me. So, we go over by the bathroom. So, I'm like, what? So, he like,
man, bro, like, let me tell you something. Don't do that shit. Like, bitches always want to be up on me and stuff. I never know. Like, you won't know if the next bitch wants your nigga and you want to be extra friendly, giving her a shot. Like, don't do that.
So, I'm like, my nigga. Imagine we only been talking for a couple months, but okay. So I'm just like, what do you mean talking about you don't never know if the next girl wants you? If she do, she ain't making no move. And mind you, like I said, we was sitting up at the top of the booth. The girl sat down on the couch. So like she was literally at the corner. Y'all know how the booths make like a U. We sitting in the middle. So if this is the U, we sitting in the middle up top right here. She's literally at the end of the U, like on the seat sitting there, like just legs. Her legs wasn't even turned into the table. It was still out like into the aisleway. Like she wasn't paying us literally no mind. So I'm like, if she do want you, she ain't gonna try nothing while I'm sitting right here. And if she do, then I check that bitch. But you pulling me to the side by the bathroom like I'm getting in trouble over a shot. Mind you, it's literally was like 6 of us and we got 2 bottles. Like, fuck. So I'm just like, okay, James, like whatever. But he was just so mad about it. So it was just like certain things like that that just turned me off. Because it's like, why are you so heated about why? Like, you know what? This story just took a turn because I was actually about to tell y'all. Was that gonna be a spoiler? Okay, it's gonna be a spoiler. I don't want to tell it. So really, I was about to tell about a time that something happened with me and him. But you know what? I'm gonna make that a part 2. This story is only gonna be about all his little instances about getting mad and stuff, because I just realized how many times he really did little things like that that made me mad. So it's definitely gonna be a part 2, y'all, next week, because that was originally gonna be the story time. But you know what? I just decided, like, that's how I know I talk too much. So I'm gonna say that for part 2. So anyways, let me go more into detail about the little mini, because I was about to give little mini story times about when he used to get heated, but let me go more in depth now, okay? That way y'all can get the full picture of Jazz. Anyways, so I'm just like, so and I don't want to act like it became a DV. Like, don't get me wrong, it never got that far. But for me, I feel like in the long run, that's what it would lead to, and I'm gonna tell y'all why, okay? So anyways, we over by the bathroom, so I was about to walk away because I'm like, you already told me not to get her no more shots. Like, I said, okay, I don't have to, I'm not in timeout. You don't got to pull me to the side by the bathroom like I'm a little kid. So I started to walk away, y'all. He grabbed me. Again, he didn't like snatch me up or grab me too hard, but it was like a grab, like, like I'm not done talking to you. So I'm like, baby boy, you might want to, don't. Okay, now. So when you got, I literally snatched away. I'm like, James, I literally gave him this look like, you might not want to do that. Don't put your hands on me. I'm like, you just literally told me not to give her another shot. I said, okay, you don't got to come over here and lecture me about no liquor. This nigga, he was like,
Okay, fine then. You make sure you don't get no more liquor. You can't have no more liquor then.
and he storms off. So I'm like, the fuck? You think I care? I don't gotta have no more of your liquor. Mind you, we did meet James at the club. Like, I put up with my homegirls and we met in the parking lot and we walked in together. So he paid my way, right? So I'm thinking, like, I ain't gonna ride home with you. Like, I don't give a fuck. You not my daddy. You not about to tell me, oh, now I can't drink no more of your liquor. Why? Because it's what you paid for. And I can't stand people that do that. Will buy something for you, and when they get mad, they want to take it away from you. And I'm like, we just got the bottle. I literally only had like two, maybe 3 shots out of that bottle. And now you telling me I can't have no more liquor because you're mad that I gave a girl a shot? Yeah. So I'm like, oh yeah, James, you're tripping. So what I do, every time, like, if I get really, really mad, I have to laugh because I gotta calm down some of that madness. Because if I stay mad, oh, it's gonna be it's gonna be some shit. So I always like try to chuckle and act like, nah, that didn't happen. You know what something really just like drastic happened that you gotta be like, nah, that really didn't just happen, right? I'm tripping. I had to try to convince myself, like, no, he didn't just tell me I couldn't have no more liquor, and no, he didn't just grab my arm. No, that did. Kay, you are tripping, bro. That didn't happen for real. Not like how you think it happened. Like, I'm really talking to myself. I laughed and I shook my head and I walked back over by the booth. So mind you, I told you I came with my 2 homegirls. So I told them to come out the booth because I'm like, I'm not about to sit in the booth with this man because, mind you, his friends was cool, but it ain't like they came like my friends was talking to his friends or whatever. It wasn't the same people. So I pulled them at the booth and they like, what? I'm like, let's go over by the bar and get our drinks. And when we walked over there, I started telling them, like, yeah, this nigga James told me all this, blah, 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 all of this. And I started telling them, so, you know, they looking like, what the fuck wrong with him? Like, oh, hell no, we ain't got to be over there with him and da-da-da. I'm like, yeah, he telling me I can't get no more shots or whatever. I buy my own drink. So while I'm at the bar or whatever, I'm waiting in line, like, you know, it was like a couple people in front of us. So I'm just waiting in line, inching up, but I'm still telling my homegirls. So by the time I get there, I get me a drink. And a guy came up next to me, you know, he trying to offer to buy the drink for me. But I'm not crazy. At the end of the day, yeah, James didn't piss me off, but he's literally eye distance. Like, I can feel him watching me from behind. So I'm not about to be crazy and let a dude pay for my drink so I can set this nigga off more. I'm not about to do that. Like, it just, I'm mad at him right now, but I'm not about to be disrespectful about it. Even though he had me fucked up, but I still just, I'm not about to do all of that. So I was telling the guy like, oh no, I'm good, no thank you, whatever. But you know how these guys can be, they can be very persistent. So he's steady like just talking. I'm like, I'm good, like I'm good or whatever, like thank you though. So I had turned back this way because it was my two homegirls this way. So I turned back this way. So he tapped me. He like, no, come on, like you should never pay for your drink, all of this. Like he kept at it. So I'm like, nah, I'm here with people, like don't worry about it, I got it, whatever. And he like, baby, I'm sorry, I don't care who you was here with, because if they actually fuck with you, they wouldn't let you be over here buying yourself a drink. So I'm like, sir, can you leave me alone? Because I can literally see like James' head turning, like all of this, tapping his bro, all of this. I'm just seeing it. So I don't know what they saying, of course, by the booth, but I'm just thinking like, oh, I don't feel like this. I'm like, no, seriously, I'm good. Like, thank you though, but I'm good. Soon as I'm telling him I'm good, I turn back around. I get another tap. So I'm thinking it's old boy. So I'm just like, bro, I said I'm good. It's fucking James. So James like,
Oh, okay, this what we doing, K? You over here talking to cornball ass niggas?
so I'm like, wait, hold up. Hold up. Because mind you, the boy was still right there. So the boy, he like, what, nigga? I'm like, wait a minute. Wait, hold up. Everybody, let's think about this for a minute. Wait a minute. So they exchange your words. So I'm like, James, relax. Like, so I'm trying to push James back to go back to the booth, and he pushed my arm off him hard as fuck. So I ain't gonna lie, I got mad. Like, y'all know I stay out of the drama when it comes to guys. If they about to fight and stuff, whether it's about me or not, I really don't get involved. But I was just pulling his arm like to just go back to the booth. Let's go back and have fun. And he smacked, like, you know when somebody hands on your chest and you smack them away, but he smacked them away too hard as if I was a nigga. So I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I got mad. I got mad and I walked away and I left because it was just too, like, regardless if you heated, it's me. So I feel like you should still have like a gentle spot a little bit when it come to me. If I touch you, you don't push my arms like all the way, like move, like get the fuck off me. But he did it too hard. Like it didn't hit me or nothing, but I just feel like it was too rough. So I'm like, no. So I ended up leaving because I was mad. I'm like, I'm not about to stay in the same club. So if y'all two fight, y'all gonna have to fight it out because I'm over it. Like, you pissing me off. You doing too much, right? So whatever. We leave the club or whatever. So I get in the car with my homegirl. So mind you, it's still early. So they like, let's go somewhere else. Like, fuck him, da da da, all of this. So I'm like, cool. So we gonna go to this bar because we had only been at that strip club for like not even a long time. Like I said, the bottles had just came, so we wasn't there for a long time. So I'm like, cool, let's just go to this other bar or whatever. So we go to the bar. Mind you, James asked me where I'm at. I put him on like do not disturb or whatever, block him, whatever I did. I did something where I didn't want to get his number. I think I must have put him on do not disturb. I did something because he wasn't blocked. Or maybe I just silenced my phone. Something happened. I don't know. I just know I didn't block him, but I didn't want to get his notifications. So I did that to him, put him on Do Not Disturb. So I'm having a good time because now we at this bar, we drinking. Me and my homegirls having a good time. They dancing and stuff. So we start recording videos. We having a good time. We posting them. If y'all know anything, especially all my black people, y'all know when Fantasia, when I see you come on, everybody is singing. Everybody's singing when I see you, right? So we singing it. So I'm recording it when I we singing it. So I'm uploading and stuff, whatever. Cool. So we there for a minute, we chilling. So now we at the bar. Now this bar, they have the pool tables and like darts and stuff like that. So the people was kind of like behind us because we found us a seat at the bar, like kind of right on the corner or whatever. So it was by the pool table. So the guys that was playing pool, when you like kind of bending over and you like moving a pool stick, the guy who was shooting pool had made a mistake and hit my homegirl like in the back with the pool stick because he was trying to like and I feel like that's the bar fault because you should have enough space between the bar and the pool table. People got the long pool sticks and they gonna be like moving it, trying to shoot it. Like, why would you have it so close to the bar where people sitting at? So I guess he didn't look back, or I guess he didn't think we was as close as we was, but he ended up hitting my homegirl in the back like with the pool stick. So my homegirl turned around like, what the fuck, whatever. But he was super apologetic. Like, he like, oh my bad, like I didn't realize I was that close, my bad, homegirl, da da da. So my homegirl like, it's okay. So he like, let me buy y'all around, like that's my bad, like I ain't never never meant to hit you, whatever. So, but he was so cool about it. So we like, okay, yeah, we could take a round. So we get to talking, of course. Y'all know that was like the icebreaker to having a conversation. So we get to talking, his other friend come around, like he talking to us or whatever. So the friend made a joke. He came up to me. He like, you want me to give you the pool stick so you can hit him back? And I was like, oh no, he ain't even hit me. He hit my homegirl. So he like, yeah, homegirl, here, you want the pool stick? Like we just making jokes, like laughing. So we having a good time with them. Tell me why I'm talking to him, like, mind you, the pool table over this way. Say I'm laughing like, oh no. I did a little laugh down. I just happened to look up. Tell me why James was walking through that door. You know what? I blame myself because we literally went to the bar that was like right down the street from the strip club. And you know what? That's because I'm not thinking like James is going to leave the strip club. Like you there for your bro birthday. I'm not thinking you going to leave. And I'm not going to think that you notice like what bar I'm at based off my videos that I posted. Because it's not like I got the whole scene of the bar, but it's like if you've been to that bar before, you kind of probably do know the background a little bit. But I didn't know I needed to go somewhere far to get away from him because I thought he was going to stay at the strip club. So I really went down the street. So I see him walking in, so I'm like, oh my God, I instantly get irritated. So I tell my homegirl, like, I'm about to go to the bathroom. Because I didn't know if he was going to come straight over there or what he was going to do, or if he was just looking for me and didn't see me yet. So I get up and I go to the bathroom, even though he could still see my friends. I don't know, y'all. It's too much going on. I'm drinking and I am not thinking about everything. So I get up and go to the bathroom, y'all. At this bar, it's one of those bathrooms that's just like one bathroom, like one stall. It's not like multiple stalls in there. So I go to the bathroom, whatever. I'm in there just getting myself together and thinking like, oh my God. So I finally look through my phone. I see he been texting me, asking me where I'm at and all of that stuff. So I'm like, oh, whatever. I just don't have time. And while I was looking, he sent another text like, oh, okay, I see how you gonna be. It's all good though. So when he said it like that, he said it like, oh, I see how you acting. It's good. Like, I'm about to go. Like that's what I assumed. Like, he's saying it like he about to get up out of here. Like, he see that I ran from him. Like, or I got up and went to the bathroom when I seen him. So, he about to leave. Like, oh, okay, that's how it's about to be. Cool. That's how I took the text message. So, I text him back like, yeah, you just did too much. Like, I'm straight on you. As soon as I sent it, I hear a ding. I hear the noise right outside the bathroom door. I'm like, I know this ain't this nigga right here. So mind you, I'm creaking open the door. He's standing right there. I'm like, James. And don't ask me why I ain't staying in the bathroom. Because, like, I'm not staying in this bathroom all day. Like, what the heck? He ain't about to leave. What's going on? So I come out and I just try to walk, like, straight back by the bar. So he like,
oh, okay. You gonna act like you don't see me?
I'm like, James, listen, you just kind of did too much. Like, all that, it just was too much for me. And, like, you get too hot-headed over goofy stuff, like the smallest things set you off. So he like,
oh, so a nigga talking to my bitch ain't supposed to set me off?
hold up. Hold up. Who's your bitch? Now, don't get me wrong. When you talk to a lot of hood niggas, a lot of times they will say, like, that's my bitch, whatever. This my bitch. Say that with your friends. I don't need to hear that. So you're not going to be talking about, oh, you my bitch and all that. Who? Do you have a female dog at the house? Who are you talking to? You're not talking to me. So I'm like, yeah, James, don't call me no bitch. Like, he like,
that's what I'm talking about. You get mad at the goofy stuff. You talking about me. I ain't calling you no bitch. I'm saying you my bitch. Like, you should be happy about that. Like you're mine. Like, I'm not calling you a bitch. I said you're my bitch.
I said, no, do me a favor. I don't care how you try to dress it up and make it sound good. I don't want to hear that. Like, don't associate me and bitch in the same sentence. Don't say I'm a bitch, I'm your bitch. I don't want to be none of the bees. Like, don't say that. Like, just say my girl, even though I'm really not even your girl, y'all. We're not even like that. But if anything, say my girl. Don't say my bitch. Like, whatever. So he get mad about that. And once again, his mad is not like oh, I'm just irritated how I was. He like, oh my God, like, so he hit the side of the bathroom door, because mind you, when I came out, I had closed the bathroom door back. So he hit the door like,
oh my God, bro, you just take everything so serious.
I take everything serious? Or do you take everything serious, James? Because you the one that's so mad. I said, look, there you go again. Why is you banging on the door? And you know when somebody bang or make a loud noise, everybody kind of like look. It was like everybody kind of looked over in our direction. I'm just like, you're embarrassing me, young man. I'm like, what? So I'm like, James, just calm down. I'm like, it's really never that deep. I'm like, he wasn't. I'm like, he wasn't really talking to me. Like, he offered to buy me a drink, and I cut that off. I said I was straight. He like,
Did you? Because it seemed like y'all had a little bit more conversation than you just saying you was straight. Like y'all was talking for a minute.
I said, okay, that's because he kept trying to buy me one, and I kept telling him no. He like,
Right. That's why I stepped in because I'm your nigga. So I stepped in and said something.
I'm like, you know what, James, whatever. I'm like, I would have never been over there had you not told me I couldn't get no more of the liquor. Like I was a kid and did all that extra stuff. I would have never even been in that situation to begin with. He like,
Oh, so everything on me, huh? Everything fall back on me.
so I'm just like, I need a smoke and a beer because you're pissing me off. I said, James, are you like, this is not this is that gaslighting, okay? I said, I never said everything falls on you. I'm just telling you. I would have never been in that situation had you never acted how you act, because I would have been still sitting in the booth drinking liquor and having a good time with you. He like,
No, you would have never been in that situation if you ain't do that dumbass shit by getting somebody else some of our liquor.
I'm like, I didn't think it was that serious. Like, it's just a shot, whatever. But I said, after you explained to me what it was, I left it alone. So why is you still going back and forth about it? So we over there just like kind of bickering, going back and forth. So I get irritated because I'm like, why am I even over here arguing with this nigga? Like, what? I didn't do nothing wrong. And even if I did by giving her a shot, I said sorry and I said I wouldn't do it again. So it's kind of like, what else do you want from me? Like, I don't understand. So I'm like, whatever, James. So I walk away. My homegirls was already waiting for me because they see me over there talking to James. So they like, yeah, we about to go, whatever. So we just walk right out. We get in the car and, you know, they was asking me what's going on. And I was like, yeah, that nigga James, like, he just on some goofy stuff. He doing too much, whatever. So we talking. So my one homegirl was like, yeah, well, that other boy, he gave me his number to give to you, and he said, you know, if you want to deal with a real nigga, you know, hit him up. So I'm just like talking about the other boy, not the boy who hit her with the pool stick, but his homeboy. I guess he gave my friend his number to give to me. And I'm like, see, that's the crazy. So you see me over here in some toxic situation, you still want, see, I'm the opposite. Let me, even if I like to do, if I see him over there arguing with a bitch or he got too much going on, I'm gonna leave him alone. I'm not gonna be like, here go my number, when you done messing with that bitch, let me know. Like, it's just crazy. But anyways, so, and he was cute too, so I was like, okay, whatever. And I was gonna try to talk to him too before James came and cockblocked me, but whatever. So cool. So I ended up taking the boy number or whatever, and it was cute because he literally wrote it down on a napkin. I remember laughing like, this nigga really wrote it, because I mean, I guess he didn't want to put it in my friend phone, and I guess, well, I knew he couldn't give it to me, so he really wrote it down on a napkin. So I was just like, is this 1999? Like, is we writing numbers on napkins and papers and stuff? But it was cute. So I took the little napkin or whatever. So cool. We coming out the parking lot. The way we coming out the parking lot, it's a lot of traffic on the road. So, you know, when you trying to turn off to the street, you got to kind of wait because there's so much traffic. So, we're waiting to turn out of the parking lot. We see James coming out too. And mind you, at this point, James is by himself. Like, did you leave? You came with friends did you leave them at the strip club just so you could come up here to follow me and be weird? What are you doing? So, James is coming out the door. He about to walk in that same parking lot to go to his car. So he walked up to my homegirl car. At this point, of course, we can't go nowhere because his car's behind us and we can't turn onto the main street yet because it's a green light, so it's still a lot of traffic. So he walking up to the car. I'm in the back seat, y'all. So he walking up, so he just looking like, he just at the door like basically wanted me to roll it down, but he ain't saying nothing. He just sitting there. So I'm like, I'm sitting there too. I'm sitting in the car like, acting like he on this side of the window. I'm acting like I don't see him. I'm looking around like, so he bend down and he tap on the window. So I'm just still looking like this. I'm like, oh my God, with this light, I want it to turn red. Come on, let us get it. Can we please get into traffic? Like, I'm just looking this way. Traffic just jammed, so we just wait. So I turn around. I'm like, what? What? I'm like, what? Doing this out the window because I didn't roll it down yet. I'm like, what? He like, you know, basically like roll the window down. So I'm like, what, James? Like, I literally, you know how you hit the thing? I literally hit it twice, like, doop, doop. So it only went down a little bit. I'm like, yes, James. He like,
Come on, come on, at least ride back with me. I'm gonna take you home. Like, tell your homegirls I'm gonna take you home. You ain't gotta ride with them.
I'm like, no, I'm not riding with you. I'm like, no, they're gonna take me home. Like, I'm good. Like, you do too much. So he like,
Okay, all right, back, cat. I'm gonna hold you to that.
and he walk away. So I'm like, great. Yes, like, he's gone. He about to leave. That's gonna be the end of him because you're doing too much. Like, I don't understand where, like, how you go from so cool, so nice, taking me out every day, buying me stuff, doing all of this, to this heated, like this. Why are you so heated about everything? Why are you so mad? Why are you so aggressive? What's wrong with you? Like, how did you go from that to whatever? So anyway, he walk away. So we just in a car. Like at this point, it's like if traffic finally slowed down, so we was able to turn out. But at this point, of course, James was able to get right behind us. Like it was one car behind us, and then it was James, because by the time we was able to pull out, he was already out of his parking spot and coming this way. So we turn and we going down the street or whatever. He following us. Now, if I wouldn't say following us at first, because you only can go this way until you make a turn to go back that way. So it's really kind of only one way. So I don't want to say he was following us, because you gotta go this way. So we go this way, whatever. So I'm heading home. I'm thinking he gonna go back to the strip club, but when we hop on the freeway, guess who hops on the freeway? James. So I'm like, okay, you gotta be following us. So I just text him. I was like, are you going back to the strip club or where are you going? He like,
I'm going wherever you going.
excuse you said what? Oh, okay, because I'm Kayshawn, y'all already know what. I'm about to leave it off at a cliffhanger. Y'all already knew this, but y'all knew this though. So don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at stuff that y'all already knew. Y'all knew I was leaving it off on a cliffhanger. That's what I do. That's what I do. It's what I do. That's what I do. That's what I do. I love y'all. But yes, y'all, that is the end of my story time. I hope you guys really enjoy it. I know y'all be mad at the cliffhangers, but don't worry. Tune in next time. Just like you tune in next time to watch baddies and stuff and watch Love and Hip Hop and Basketball Wives and stuff. Y'all could tune in to see me. What y'all trying to say? Y'all don't fuck with your girl like that? That shit crazy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Kayshawn with 3 E's. But y'all already know. Until next time. I'll see you in my next video. Peace.